Hi, and welcome back to Wiccan's Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that hasn't quite mastered their healing. So we have the Divine Masculine in the reverse, and then we also have Focused or Eyes for You in the reverse, and Waves, emotions coming and going. So this feels to me like somebody realizing that a person they're interested in is not really a good fit. There might be some sort of allure. Maybe they're really charming. Maybe they're really talented. Maybe they have good connections. I feel like there's some reason here that whomever I'm reading for, you feel drawn to this person, but you're starting to see this is probably not a good idea, right? Good morning, Peggy. How are you doing? Hello, Dr. Strangelove. Yes, I think we do need some good news, don't we? So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, whatever it is for you. We're going to start with the Earth and Bone Oracle. See what else we have for you. Number 35, Spectrals. I don't get to see this card very often. I don't pull it very often, but look at that awesome artwork. I love it. A little bit of a spooky vibe, which makes sense, of course, because it's the Earth and Bone Oracle. It says discernment, critical thinking, and investigation and insight. And if you couldn't see it very well, we have some like skeleton dudes fighting down here in the bottom. Got a nice dude on a horse, big old scythe. So it really feels to me like somebody is looking for information or reviewing information and realizing that, like I said, discernment, realizing that somebody is maybe just not a good connection, right? Hi there, Drew. How are you doing? All right. And then we have number 1, shelter. So the letter S could be important for someone out there. But we've got spiritual growth, revival, accountability, and healing. I feel like this is what you're looking for in a person, and you're realizing, Divine Masculine in the reverse, they're not really interested in spiritual healing. They just like do what they want kind of vibe. All right. Hi there, Tiana. How are we doing today? And then this is the truth is. You probably get tired of watching me rearrange this tablecloth thing. I just like it when it's flat, okay? Oh, really? We have the gold digging card. Interested in financial gain. Unstable. There are many issues that need solving. This is somebody who wants you to fix their problems for you. That's the reading. All right. See you guys later. I think you are onto this person. You realize that they're trying to get things from other people, or they're not really respectful of other people. They think about themselves and they don't take accountability. We have the World. This is the Egyptian tarot. And the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So the World is it can be about travel. It can also be, hey, you know what? I think it's time to actually make some moves on more of a spiritual level. I think we have a person that's ready to call it or move in a different direction because they realize that somebody is unreliable. This Knight of Wands in the reverse, this is somebody who is liable to really only approach a connection for what they need from it and not necessarily be so good at, being supportive or caring or nurturing towards other people, right? It's really all about them. 2 of Wands. Four of Cups in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. I don't really like this because to me, what I see, Two of Wands, Four of Cups in the reverse, Strength in the reverse is if I know you're going to reject me, or I know you're going to leave me, or I know things aren't going to last anyways, then it's okay if I do what I want, or it's okay if I'm not the best friend, the best partner. It's a bit of a pessimistic view, but also one that enables them to continue to make selfish decisions and disregard the feelings of others. So this would be the kind of person where if you call them on their shit, the first thing they do is justify their actions with external circumstances. Definitely not the type to be like, I probably could have handled that in a different way. That's not in their language. That's not in their dictionary. So we have the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. There's a lie or a ruse, a mask that's being worn, or some sort of, I want to say even like a cover up. But we have somebody here that is uncomfortable and concerned because they feel like whatever mask they've been wearing or kind of like fantasy they've been trying to get people to buy into, it's like it's wearing off, okay? It's not doing as well as they thought. So they may be cognizant of you kind of figuring out their game or learning how they're approaching things, right? Like, okay, so basically I can't trust you. And they're trying to figure out what they can do to get you back where you believe what they tell you. It's kind of hard to put the cat back into the bag, right? So I think this person's a little frustrated. They were overly confident or even a little bit cocky in terms of being able to pull one over on you or lie to you, lead a double life, not make a decision between two people or two choices, right? Like this could be, I told you that I would stop going here, hanging out with these people or doing these things, but I haven't stopped doing that. This doesn't have to necessarily be cheating. This is somebody who doesn't want you to find out the truth. So their communication is very like metered or filtered. They may also struggle to like let you into their life in terms of meeting anybody else in their life because they compartmentalize to facilitate controlling the narrative with the people that are in their life. It didn't really fall out. Ace of Wands, Eight of Cups. Queen of Wands. Sun. Okay. So there's some sort of hint or subtle detail that this person picked up on, the Divine Masculine in the reverse, that helped them to understand there's some like opportunity for a new life or different path that you could take. And it's a little bit unnerving for them because I think they finally understand that you have the ability to walk away. You're not like totally obsessed with them. You're not like beholden to them, right? So they do, I think, have a little bit of anxiety. I think they're sweating this a little bit. They might also know that there are other people that are interested in you. So this could increase their concern or their anxiety because they aren't entirely certain that maybe even friends or acquaintances that they're familiar with, that they would be interested in you if you were single or if you were available to date. With the Sun in the reverse, I think this is, I mean, she's literally raising her hand there. The way I see this is there's information that needs to be found information that needs to be researched. And this Queen of Wands, who I would associate with whomever I'm reading for, you're doing what you need to get that information. And for some of you, this could be you have your own tarot cards. You have good connections, so you're asking them. You dream about it. There's something here that's got a little bit of magic to it, or a little bit of like an undertone of intuition. So you might follow a hunch, for example, and get confirmation by following it, that kind of thing. All right, we're going to use the Pulp Tarot to get a little bit more information for you. Six of Cups in the reverse. Sorry, Hanged Man, Six of Cups in the reverse, Page of Cups. Someone backed themselves into a corner. This Divine Masculine in the reverse. We're going to start referring to him as the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is in the Hanged Man energy because of their own actions, because of doing something that is immature or something that they had said they had walked away from. Again, this could be something like drinking, hanging out with certain people, talking to certain people, drugs, sex, anything. There is something here that they used to do that they said they wouldn't do anymore. They were doing it again, and they've gotten themselves in a situation where it's pretty inevitable they're going to get caught. Maybe somebody already caught them and they're going to let you know. There's something here that has really concerned them in terms of whether or not they'll be able to get away with it, and they know they're going to have to apologize. It's just, they're not going to be able to avoid that. Hi there, Sharon. How are you doing? Hello, Angel Light. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't think this person's that great at apologies either. For others of you, I should mention, since we had gold digging, there could be like gambling, sugar baby, that kind of thing. Five of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. This Hanged Man doesn't necessarily want to think about the fact that whatever they've done is going to cause some drama or will split some connections, possibly friends, for example, because they were pretty confident they could keep things under wraps, that they wouldn't be discovered. Again, they were overly confident, Six of Wands in the reverse. They thought they would be able to keep this hush hush, and they failed epically at that. I also see the Six of Swords as you walking away or getting out of this situation because you have listened to your intuition and you have respect for yourself. So I feel like you do defend your boundaries or defend what type of treatment you're deserving of. And with the Knight of Cups, I'm viewing this Knight of Cups as a willingness to kind of like deal with your emotions in a way that is more logical, which isn't really how I normally look at the Knight of Cups. But I feel like this is almost like you get to a point where you look at love as, all right, we're going to use a food analogy. You look at love as like icing on the cake, right? Now, maybe that's not great for all of you, but my favorite part of cake is the actual cake, not the frosting. Like, I will remove some frosting if it's too much. Like, I just want a little bit. I personally think cake without frosting is delicious. Life can be amazing and fulfilling and beautiful without having that like true love or like transcendent kind of love. Transcendent, did I say that right? Yeah. I think this is like a sense of bravery. Like, I have emotions. I know I can be in love. I know that I could be happy in love, but I don't have to sacrifice my own happiness or my own self respect in order to have love, right? I can set out and explore new things, meet new people, and find more ways to feel loved. I don't have to limit myself to this hanged man individual. Don't get too caught up on gender. I mean, we have Queen of Wands and the Hanged Man, but these are energies, okay? I could be the Hanged Man. My brother could be the Queen of Wands. Not in this particular reading. That'd be a little bit too creepy. But these are energies that I'm reading. And we have somebody that's willing to embark on a new adventure. It's like to say, if things end between me and you, or if this relationship doesn't work out, I don't feel like I need to like let my whole world fall down because there are other people out there. Like if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. That kind of thing. Hi there, Louie. How are you doing? Elf frosting. Yeah. I like this though. We have the sun in the upright after having had it in the reverse, along with the Knight of Pentacles. Information comes out. It only is a matter of time. So whatever secrets or shenanigans this person was trying to hide, it doesn't matter. The truth always outs. You know this. So I feel like this delay in information receiving or being received by you gives you enough time to look at it analytically or without like whitewashing it with your emotion, you know, like, well, you're that person in my life, so I can probably just look the other way if you mistreat me. No, if you're my person, if you are my partner and you can't demonstrate that you understand how to show me love or respect in a consistent manner, then you're really only going to make it difficult for me to have anyone in my life because you show everyone that I'm willing to take that kind of treatment. I think we had somebody here that, for lack of better words, maybe just like had enough time while figuring this information out to get the balls or find the balls to actually like do something about this information. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Wands in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse, Three of Wands in the reverse. So interesting that we have earth and fire paired together in both of these, along with divine counterparts. There is something about this hanged man that is kind of like contagious. I'm not willing to be honorable or reliable or loyal to you. And that begets more disloyalty, right? There are people that get caught up in toxic cycles with this person because they don't really know how to excuse themselves, or they get in that kind of combative or competitive energy. So with the Page of Wands in the reverse, I feel like there's negative communication or upsetting communication that comes in, and it isn't received well. This hanged man individual doesn't expect to be called out. And I feel like because there is kind of like an air of shock or like didn't see that coming, it's a really bad response. The Queen of Swords in the reverse, this is the hanged man energy. This is like, I'm gonna cut you kind of energy. This is like, I'm gonna say everything that I know will make you feel bad about yourself. So if you haven't already had this conversation, the universe wants you to expect some really harsh things being said. And remember that this is coming from a person who is hurt and fearful. They are trying to hurt you because you have hurt them. Everyone has opinions. Everyone has feelings. But how I see myself, how I respect myself, how I love myself is not influenced by external validation or critique to the degree that it used to be. You have to like temper that back, right? If you're a Rick and Morty fan, the line that comes to mind is, what is it? You're, or I don't, what is it? Something about booze and cheers. Like your booze don't bother me because I've seen what makes you cheer. I just literally quoted this yesterday and I did fine. Point being, if you are not a person of high moral character, if you are not a person that I have a lot in common with, if you are not a person that knows who I am and you're judging me based off of one little interaction, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't. You want to judge my tattoos? I don't care. You want to judge my hair? I don't care. You want to judge my lipstick? I don't care. You want to judge the fact that I wear yoga pants everywhere? Don't care. If, however, you are a person that I respect, if you're a person that has demonstrated you understand the importance of karma or being a good person, and then you take problem with me or have an issue with me, I want to know why. I want to know what I could have done differently. I want to know what I can do to sort that out because I actually respect you. If this person is judging you and saying shitty things about who you are as a person, just remind yourself that where a comment comes from is part of whether or not you decide to take that seriously. There's like a weighting that should happen, right? WEIGHT. I weight or I take more from people's opinions if I respect them. I don't respect this person. I wouldn't give two shits what this hangman thinks about me. Yeah. Sort yourself out, mate. I'm going to have to go to England someday. Or is that like more Australian? You can tell me. We have the Tower. This is the OG, the Rider-Waite. We have the Tower and the Eight of Pentacles. While the Hanged Man was trying to find ways to make money or avoid solving the problems in their life, things started to crumble, and the Queen of Wands, or whoever you are, you were focused on something important. Maybe you were trying to get ready to move. Maybe you were trying to resolve a legal issue. Maybe you were finding a new job. Maybe you were going to school. You were investing in yourself while this person was being like, well, they were being a Knight of Wands in the reverse, which is impulsive and selfish energy. And another King of Pentacles in the reverse. Come to the Netherlands for coffee? Well, I don't drink coffee, but I would totally go to the Netherlands. I did have an overnight layover in Amsterdam, and I would say that was probably the coolest club I've ever been to, although Berlin is like a close second. So I would totally go back there. And once you go to Europe, you kind of have to like hop around, right? I would want to see like Spain, England, Ireland. Let's just see them all, okay? The Hanged Man in the reverse this time, and the Chariot in the reverse. So I'm picturing like a comedy that's heavily based in physical farce, right? The idea that people are like tripping and falling, or like Home Alone, where Kevin like sets everything up to like beat up on the home intruders, right? We have this situation where somebody was already in a precarious like position through their own actions. And then it's like they're trying to get themselves out of some weird like trap, and they get in deep, like worse. I'm trying to think if there's actually like a scene in Home Alone where that happens, where you're like, oh crap, I'm already kind of stuck. I don't know if I can make this any better. Another potential analogy would be if you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia when Dee gets caught in a mousetrap. Like in the wall. Yeah, this person got more stuck because they didn't want to deal with their own issues, right? And I feel like this was a test from the universe. I feel like they were given an out. They were like, hey, you're stuck. You're in a bad place. You need some help. This person's actually really nice over here. They would help you. But the price of this assistance is you being honest. And then the Ace of Swords in the reverse comes out, which is dishonesty. The price of you getting free from this difficult position or this mess you've built for yourself is being honest. What did they do? No thanks. I don't want to be honest. I don't want to tell anyone what I'm going through. I don't want to admit what I've done. I don't even want to ask for help. We have the Sun and the Three of Wands. Even though this person was not honest and chose to keep it to themselves, even though it made it worse for them, it comes out anyways. The Sun is about enlightenment, information coming to life, right? Or to light. And Three of Wands, your ship's coming in. Do you ever do something knowing it's not going to end well? I'm going to use a really dumb example. There are times I am too cozy in my bed to take my contacts out. And I wear dailies, so it's not like the end of the world. But there have been times where I'm like, kind of like falling asleep watching a movie, and I'm like, I should probably take my contacts out. And I'm like, I think I've got like another 30 minutes in me, no big deal. And then I wake up like 4 hours later and I'm like, oh no, my contacts are still in. This person knew that shit was going to hit the fan. They knew that this was not going to go well. And they did it anyways. I just don't get it. Is that like a helicopter? It sounds like a helicopter, right? All right, well, it's been real fun being your tarot reader. Apparently they found me. Love you all. I'm just kidding. The Lovers in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse, I don't like it. I'm sorry, Hanged Man. I just like don't like you. Like, you got some work to do. The Lovers in the reverse, this is like a lack of decision making, a lack of being an adult. Like, you know, you need to go to the dentist, your tooth is falling out, but like you just avoid it because you don't want to deal with it. I feel like this person got angry about things when there were consequences that they could have avoided. Do you know what I mean? Angel Light, you're in Germany? That's so cool. I went to Karlsruhe, Stuttgart, and Berlin and had an absolute blast. Like super into cars. So I got to see the Porsche Museum and see the assembly line for Porsche, which was pretty cool. That's where I learned that y'all can drink beer while you're working because you hold each other accountable. I think that's fucking great. Anyways, back to the reading. This person's just kind of immature. Okay. This King of Wands in the reverse is giving me both. I have anger issues. I get irrationally upset because people will tell me that this was my own fault. It was your own fault. You did this whole thing and you knew it. You expected shit to blow up in your face. So like, stop lying to yourself, you know? This person had an opportunity to be honest, had an opportunity for a new beginning, had an opportunity to learn a lesson because the Page of Pentacles, if nothing else, this is how can I learn to do something better? How can I invest in myself, right? How can I be less of a twat? Sounds like something you should work on. Hi there, Rick. How you doing? Oh, you've been to Germany too. Where'd you go? I definitely need to go back. The only German I know, well, that's not entirely true. I know, ach, tun scheiß Kopf. I probably have a horrible American accent, and das ist verboten. I just love saying that word. All right. Queen of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse is not the energy we're looking for our own life. But thankfully, this is not your energy. This is our Hanged Man realizing that they have lost more than they originally lost. They are probably going through some pretty significant financial issues. So there may have been like a loan that went sour for them. Maybe they got their car repossessed. Maybe their electric got turned off. Things are not going well for them, in particular financially. And I feel like the universe is sitting there going like, we told you that would happen. We wanted you to be responsible and you decided not to be. I mean, to be fair, I think we all hate the dentist. Since you lived in Berlin, Angelite, I should tell you, this was like years ago, but like the Berlin experience that I had that was amazing in terms of like going to a bar or a club. I'm pretty sure it was called the Weekend Club. It was in a really tall building. They had like a rooftop patio for the schmokings, and like didn't even open their doors until like midnight, I feel like. And that was so foreign to me. I was like, but what if we want to drink before then? But they were clearly trying to be the after party. So it was in Alexanderplatz. Yeah, I think it was called the Weekend Club. And then in Amsterdam, the really cool experience I had, I think that was like, it had an X in the name. Now I can't remember. I tried, you guys. All right, back to the reading. Sorry, I'm all distracted today. 3 of Swords, Temperance, 6 of Swords. Angelite, I know. I had like really good like banana beer there. I never would have thought of banana beer being something I wanted in my life, but it was great. 3 of Swords and Temperance, 6 of Swords. This is actually really beautiful. Okay, so this is like a little heads up, or almost like the universe is like trying to send you flowers. Like, hey, baby, I know you had a real rough day. I know you dealt with somebody that's kind of a dick bag, but you have the power that you need. You have the healing that you need to get through this and move forward. Things are going to be fine for you. Things are not going to be so great for this other person, but that's not your business. You're going to get good karma. 6 of Swords is moving into better waters, right? Better territory. All right, this is the Gilded Reverie. We have number 13, the Child. Number 2, the Clover. Number 29, the Woman, the one who's wearing a shirt. Sorry, guys. No free shows today. And the Rider, R-I-D-E-R. So these first 2, this is talking about your new beginning. The Child could actually be a reference to a child. Some of you may get pregnant soon. Some of you may recently have had a child. Some of you may be planning this new beginning because of how you want to treat your child or where you want them to be, right? But for most of you, this is talking about a new beginning, newness, right? A sense of innocence. There's going to be a new beginning that has a sense of wonder for you, and you're going to feel lucky for a reason or two. And then with this female card, with the Rider, there's probably going to be a female that visits you with good news. This could be somebody telling you, you know, you inherited this, somebody telling you, we want to rent you this, we want to give you that. There's going to be good news from somebody, and you talk to them in person. So, all right, this is the Zodiac fortune telling cards, and we're going to get a couple for you from there. Keep up your courage a little longer. Better things are in store for you. I told you. The one who cares for you is anxious for a letter. I feel like this is a family connection. This could be the woman who wants to talk to you in person. Okay, just so you don't think I'm making this up. You owe someone a letter, write it at once. So I'm reading this top one, and this top one. I ain't lying. You owe somebody, it doesn't have to be like a legit letter. You might have to like call someone, send them a text message, respond to their email. You already know what you're supposed to do. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you, everyone, for the lively chat. I'm sorry I kept getting distracted. Hi there, Nancy. How are you? I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you on the next reading.